In this video, we're going to be looking at installing WordPress on your cPanel account for the very first time. It's a simple process with just two steps. We're going to look first of all at launching the installer, and once we've done that, we'll then be able to go in and choose all the right settings to set up WordPress. With that in mind, let's go ahead and get started by launching the installer. Here in your WordPress cPanel account, you'll see all kinds of weird and wonderful options for getting started with all kinds of things. You could install any of these applications at the top, and lots of them are good content management solutions. We're going to go ahead and go with WordPress. So we'll click in the Applications button to install WordPress. This brings up a program called Installatron, which we use for installing different kinds of software on your cPanel account. It's going to give us an information page about WordPress, what it is, and how it works. You can go ahead and click through some of those things if you like, but we know we want WordPress, so we're going to click this button to install the application. And that is launching the installer. Now the next step is choosing all of the settings. So here the Installatron has brought up our settings page. If this is your first WordPress or any other site install on your cPanel account, it'll give you this as a default to install it here on the root domain itself. So on this website, it's example.coventry.domains. If you wanted to, you could type something in here afterwards to put it in a directory, and this would be a new website, so it would be your domain. And then you could see test here at the end of the URL. You could do as many test sites as you like, and these will all function as different websites. This is our first website, so we're going to go ahead and leave the directory blank, so our WordPress will install at example.coventry.domains. Here in the version, it's going to give us the latest and greatest version of WordPress. Right now that's 5.2.2, and default language is English. Under that, you get these options here for something we call splots. Splots essentially give you different types of WordPress installations, and we'll cover those in a different video. So if this is your first site, you might just want to leave that as is. Here you can read and accept the WordPress license agreement, and then this section is all about automatic updates. This first item is about automatically updating WordPress itself, which will keep your WordPress installation nice and secure. This one will automatically update any plugins that you might have installed on your site. And this one here will update the theme itself. So we would suggest that you go ahead and leave all of those switched to updating automatically. This last one, automatic update backup, will update a backup of your complete site, which is crucial in case the site or server goes down for some reason. It's good to have a backup copy. We definitely recommend ticking that as is, otherwise we can't help you if your site goes down. Here in settings, you'll see administrator username and password. You can change these, but it doesn't really matter, because if you're signing on with single sign-on, you'll just use your normal single sign-on credentials, and you won't need to remember these, so you can leave those as is. Administrator email, you can set that to whatever you like. That's where you'll get notifications to do with your WordPress site. And here we can set up a title and a tagline for our WordPress site. As we go through these tutorials, I'll be setting up a site about digital fluency skills. So I'm just going to name it after myself. So the site will be my name, which is Noah Mitchell. And the tagline here is going to be resources for digital fluency in higher education. Here under that, you'll see an option for limit login attempts. This is quite a good thing to leave ticked on. It installs a little plugin that will stop people from trying to hack into the back of your site just by trying lots of different passwords. And here you have an option for multi-site, which is an option for another video, so we'll leave that as no. Don't enable multi-site. And finally, there's advanced settings management, but you won't need that for your WordPress installation, so we'll leave that as is. Everything looks good, so we're going to go ahead and click install to start our WordPress installation. WordPress will just bring up this loading screen, or rather Installatron brings up this loading screen that shows you it's just unpacking everything and installing it right there on your server so that you'll be able to run WordPress itself. And we can see that Installatron has now finished installing WordPress, and that is it. That is choosing all the settings and installing WordPress. So your WordPress site is now live and ready to go. If you come to your cPanel dashboard and click on the different applications, you'll be taken to this page where you can get one of these three options. The first one will take us to the front page of your WordPress website. So if we click that, a new tab pops up that is the front page. This is what the world can see when they're looking at your brand new website. You can see we've got the site title and the tag that we chose there. The third option is a WordPress support page, which is generally useful if you're getting stuck on WordPress or you want to know how to do something. They have a very good knowledge base here where you could search for different ideas and solutions. And this magic link in the middle will take you to the back end of your own website, so you can start to add content and set up your site just like you need it. So clicking that takes us to our WordPress dashboard, which we'll cover in another video. And that is it. We've successfully installed WordPress.